All right, let's talk about something that pretty much every homeowner has to deal with at some point, hiring a painter. We're going to make it easy. By the end of this explainer, you'll know exactly how to pick a pro who will make your home look incredible and not, create a total nightmare.
I mean, come on, this is the dream, right? That moment you see your house and it looks so good you do a double take. But getting a wow factor like that, well, that's not luck. That's the result of making a really smart choice.
So that's the big question. How do you find that painter? Well, think of this as your personal guide. We are going to break down what to look for, what questions to ask, and some major red flags to watch out for. Basically, we're turning you into the project manager your home deserves.
First off, let's just be clear about why this matters so much. The stakes are honestly higher than you probably think. This is about way more than just picking a color. It's a huge decision for your home's value and, frankly, your own sanity.
Really, every homeowner is standing at a fork in the road here. The dream path leads to a beautiful finish that actually protects your house and lasts for years. But that nightmare path? Oof. It's not just ugly, with peeling and streaky walls. It's a money pit that'll have you paying someone else to fix it all over again.
This is what you're actually paying for when you hire a real pro. They guarantee a smooth finish because they do the proper prep work with good materials. You can think of it as an insurance policy against that nightmare scenario. They know the most important work happens before a single drop of paint goes on the wall. So the question is, how do you find one?
Well, that's what we're getting into right now. We've boiled it all down to a really simple but super effective 3-point checklist. This is your game plan for vetting any contractor you're thinking about.
These are the 3 pillars of a smart decision: experience, credentials, and reputation. So let's break down each one so you know exactly what you're looking for.
5 years is a really good place to start. And why? Because someone with that kind of local experience knows things a rookie just won't. They get how the Georgia humidity is going to affect the paint, and they've got the trained eye to spot something like wood rot before they just cover it up. Okay, this one right here is completely non-negotiable. And here's why. If an uninsured painter falls off a ladder at your house, you could be the one on the hook for their medical bills. Seriously. So think of proper insurance as your financial shield. You should always ask to see it.
In today's world, it's pretty easy to check a company's reputation. You've got Google, Yelp, and don't forget your local community spots like Nextdoor or neighborhood Facebook groups. And hey, don't be afraid to ask the contractor directly for at least 3 recent references. People you can actually call. A good one will be happy to share.
Here's a quick and dirty way to filter your list. Just look for an average rating of 4 stars or higher. I mean, nobody's perfect, but if a company is consistently getting low ratings, it usually points to a pattern of unhappy customers. This is just a fast way to weed out the bad apples.
All right, let's talk about money. This is probably the #1 spot where homeowners get into trouble. It's so tempting to just snatch up the lowest bid, but honestly, that can be the most expensive mistake you'll ever make.
A professional estimate isn't just a number on a napkin. It's a detailed plan. It should spell everything out for you: labor costs, the specific brands of paint they're using, and, most importantly, all the prep work involved. If a quote is super vague, that is a massive red flag. It probably means they're planning on cutting corners.
So just remember this story. An unusually low bid is not a bargain. It's a warning sign. It almost always means they're skimping on prep, using cheap paint, or maybe they're not even insured. And just like the Johnsons, you'll end up paying a real professional to come in and fix the mess.
Okay, now for the fun part. Learning how to spot the bad guys. Think of this as your personal red flag detector. If you see any of these signs, your job is to just politely say, "No thanks," and move right along.
This is a total classic scam. The person who knocks on your door saying, "Hey, we've got some leftover paint from a job down the street." No. A legitimate, busy contractor doesn't have to do that. This is a telltale sign of a fly-by-night crew that might not even finish the job.
This is a huge one, demanding full payment upfront. A reputable painter might ask for a small deposit for materials, and that's normal. But anyone who wants 50 or, even worse, 100% of the money before they start, they're a major flight risk. Don't be like Tom.
What about when you ask a direct question and they give you a fuzzy answer? Or when you ask for addresses of recent work they've done in your area and they suddenly can't think of any? That's a big problem. It means they either don't have a good track record or they're not proud of the work they do have.
And here's a modern one. In 2025, if a business has 0 online presence at all, that's weird. A ton of bad reviews is obviously a red flag, but having no digital footprint can be just as concerning. It makes you wonder if they're a real, established company.
So, you've done your homework, you've dodged the red flags, and now you have a short list of contractors. It's time to interview them. We've got a simple script for you, 5 key questions to ask. Their answers are going to tell you everything you need to know.
These 5 questions right here, this is your ultimate filter. They cover everything: their track record, their process, their credentials, their professionalism, and whether they actually stand behind their work. A true pro will have clear, confident answers for every single one.
Look, your home is your biggest investment, so isn't it worth taking a little time to ask a few questions to protect it? Following these steps isn't a hassle. It's just the smartest way to make sure you get that amazing, brand new look your home deserves. And now, you can hire with total confidence. That's our explainer for today.